Coach from Risling Podium Performance, and today is going to be the horizontal push-pull of 6-12-25. So that's chest and back. So what I'm going to be doing for chest is going to be 6 bench presses, 12 dips, set up right here already, and then 25 high to low cable flies. So that's really just going to build up a pump. Then for back, I'm going to be doing 6 heavy bent over rows, 12 chest supported rows with dumbbells, and then 25 seated rows. So that, I assume the chest supported rows is probably going to be the hardest part of that. We'll see though, obviously. One thing I've noticed so far from doing 6-12-25 is the pump that you get from it is like very few other protocols that you're going to get. Not to mention the workout doesn't take as long. It only really takes you to get through 3 sets about 15 minutes. From warm up right through to being done the series of like the A series. And the B series takes you maybe another 10 to 15 minutes right there. So you're able to get a lot of work in a short amount of time. It's a little different from when I did the 8x8 because that was just, you're not lifting heavy at all. You're just kind of just going through the motions and you're building up a lot of localized lactate. This does it in the same way, but you start off by going heavy and then you finish off with the high volume. So if you like this type of content as well as my commentary that goes with it, please take a moment now to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment below. Now into the warm-up. Okay, so diving into our warm-ups here, the first thing, empty bar every time. What I'm really focusing on when I'm doing this one is making sure everything feels tight, shoulders are good, and I'm trying to explode off the chest. And go add a little bit of weight, just 95 pounds. Same idea here, just 1 rep, just getting through it. And then we get into the fun. So the first full set here being shown, including the breaks in between. So aiming to do 4 seconds down. In my head, as I'm counting it, I probably end up speeding up. I could also use a metronome app, but those things drive me insane. But here, I'm just really focusing on making sure every rep feels and looks the same. There, 6 reps. Then transition. So I have it set up so that I don't have to really go anywhere for the dips. And then hop up and into it. And after having done bench press just a couple days ago, having done arms, I was feeling that through my triceps a little bit here more than originally anticipated. And the big thing here is just trying to get through each rep. And then get all set up, get everything focused over on the other side, only to then go and realize, oops, I'm right at the edge of the frame, so I have to zoom in a little bit. As you can see, it's cut off because that's the absolute limit. But I'm really just focusing here on trying to feel the pec itself initiating. I'm trying to keep the shoulders back as best I can, but inevitably they will end up getting pulled forward. And here's where it starts to just become a little bit on that painful side, because when you're doing really high volume like this by the end, the muscle fibers are starting to just break down. And then set 2 on the left, set 3 on the right. So this is where you can definitely see there's a big difference all of a sudden that starts to hit. The second set, still feeling good. The third set, it was not good right from the get-go. Everything was just a grind each rep, and I could only get 4 reps because the triceps just gave out at that point. The look on my face tells the story as I'm finishing the second set on the left side. And then into the dips, I gotta work on tightening things up here where when I first get up there, I don't swing. I should just get myself a little better setup. And yeah, it's just going through the reps, just trying to get through every rep is the big thing here. And the last set with the cable, high to low cable flies, the big thing here, at this point for both sets, it was just really burning. Like, the pec is completely filled up at this point with metabolic byproducts, blood, fluid, liquid. Like, you can't see it because shirt's on and whatnot, and I'm not a barrel-chested person, but the pump at this point was feeling itself pretty good. And then, yeah, then we get on to our B series, which was going to be the bent over rows. I only did 2 sets of the B series because I just finished doing the vertical just a couple days ago. So the back was still kind of sore at this point, and I explained that a little bit later as well. So the second set didn't go as well. I had a little bit of a cramp actually hit up in my right shoulder, and I couldn't really find the right spot for these chest supported rows.
Next time I do this, I'm just going to put an aerobic step underneath the front of the bench so that I can be a little bit better raised up so that I can get better extension to the bottom. Just because a higher angle, it's going to be a little bit more into the traps than it is just the lats, which is where I'm really trying to focus on. Then after doing that, we head over to the seated row, and this is just repping out. So on there, I've got 180 pounds, but it's a 2-to-1 pulley ratio, so really it's only like 90 to 100 pounds when you factor in the sled as well. And it's just go. This is just about bite down. You could probably tell on both sides here that I'm grimacing.
All right, so that's everything for today's 6-12-25 horizontal. I'm only doing 2 sets on the horizontal pull, since how just a couple days ago I did a lot of back work with the vertical side. And I'm starting to feel, okay, the muscle is, it's not necessarily that it's fatiguing, it's sore. Like there's still some soreness in there. So I'm getting to that point of passing the point of diminishing returns. So I'm looking to stimulate, I'm not looking to completely annihilate every fiber. If you got any value from this, please take a moment to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment below. My post-workout is going to be the usual: a scoop of ATP Labs grass-fed whey, a half scoop of the greens and reds whole food mix, as well as 5 grams of creatine monohydrate from Clean Athlete. If you want to get 10% off an order from ATP Labs in Canada and the US, go to the link in the description below, atplabs.com, and use code RISLING10, that's RISLING 10 at checkout to get 10% off. Yes, one of the great things as well from 6-12-25, as I was saying in the beginning, you get an incredible pump, but also because you're building up so much lactate buildup and other metabolic byproducts, you're really going to cause yourself to also burn and utilize a lot of energy and calories during and post-workout in the recovery. That's why it's also so good as a fat loss tool while maintaining or even increasing strength. That's why I use it a lot of times with female athletes, because they can get stronger, gain muscle, and trim a little bit of fat all at the same time. Anyways, that's everything for today. Now go give yourself a nice hard chest back workout. Coach Tony, Risling Podium Performance. Embrace your potential.